Yo, what is up YouTube? And today I want to talk about AFK Journey, a new idle gacha game that is currently in beta, but is actually coming out at the start of 2024. Now, as you guys can see, this is not a normal idle gacha game, it's actually open world, and you can actually interact with players on the map. So this guy, the Chosen One is his name if you actually see. I can actually add him as a friend, see what guild he's in, or even message him if I really want to, and tell him how great his username is. Also, you're going to notice that the graphics are amazing for a idle game, especially the weather and the daytime-nighttime cycle. Not really a feature in a lot of open map world games, but in this game we do have the day cycle changing as well as the weather as well. So it could be rainy, it could be cloudy, it could be sunny, it could be daytime or nighttime or noon or dusk. It really depends on what time you actually log in. While exploring, you're going to notice that there are going to be treasure chests and just loot spread around the map, which you definitely want to make sure you take because these resources are super important, and the treasure chests will often give you a lot of resources as well, including summon tickets as well as gear. Now, while exploring, you're going to come across monsters that might be guarding certain areas or pieces of treasure, and you're going to have to fight them. Now, the combat system in this game is pretty unique. You're going to see that there's sometimes structures like these walls that are going to impair your movement, and you're going to see that it's kind of like a chess-like system, kind of like an auto chess battle system if you've played those games before, where you're going to want your tankier units in the front. So I have my Acorn Knight in the front and one of my other knights in the front here, my tanks, and you're going to want to put your support units and your damage dealers in general in the back to actually be protected and dish out damage. There also is a faction system, so there's 4 factions in the game. You'll see that there is going to be strengths and weaknesses, and if you actually use units from the same faction, you will get a bonus here. So since I'm using 4 units from the same faction here, besides one of my damage dealers in the back, I'm going to get a bonus for the 4 heroes. So you're going to see that I'm getting extra attack and extra health. So team compositions are very important. Now you can always just battle, and you have 2 choices. You can play through manually or auto. I'm currently autoing. If you do decide to manual, what you'll have to do is actually click the units at the bottom here to actually use their ultimate abilities when their yellow bar fills up. So you're going to see that Mireille's, her ultimate ability is available. So I click her, send the target direction, and then you're going to see that her animation is amazing and she'll use it. If you use it on auto, your abilities will activate automatically. It's up to you how you want to play. For me, just for farming purposes, I do like to play on auto because it should be easy enough if your units are geared well enough. So we did win the battle, and as you guys can see, these are the rewards we get, and this is the victory screen. Pretty cool, and they're just walking endlessly into nothing, but they're going to be going to the next battle soon enough. You can also come across, while exploring, some NPCs that can give you quests. Any quests have a lot of story and dialogue. If you turn your sound on, you can hear it, and basically there's a lot of story behind the adventure, and you guys can actually follow through with it. And basically you can see that there's some quests you can do for some extra loot and some extra gear. This quest is just going to give me a guide, I believe, and he will also give me some quest rewards as well. And you can see if you click on the top right here, you can track all these quests. The main quest will be designated with this golden symbol, and the side quests will just be blue exclamation points. You definitely want to do this to get extra materials, and the main story quest you definitely want to do to actually progress through the game. Now, as you guys are exploring, if you actually forget to actually loot some chests or some things on the ground, it's okay. If you go to your map, you can actually see on the map where these things are located, and by pressing the chest or the item, you can just press it and press the foot or the boot symbol, and it will auto path you there, so you actually will not miss out on them. Great addition to the game. Makes it so that you don't have to have that fear of missing out and don't have to explore every single corner everywhere, because if you end up missing something, you can press the map, you can always backtrack and take you there. And there's also a ton of these waystones you can also teleport to actually make your travels a lot more quicker. As long as you actually unlock these waystones, they will be available for you to teleport to whenever you want when you open the map. There are also a ton of these puzzle type things scattered throughout the map, which you can actually do. One example would be this puzzle here, which involves moving around balls to actually get to the place you need to go to actually loot some stuff. Another cool thing I like about this game is the customization. So you can of course choose your avatar, you can also choose your ID and your gender and your signature, but the best part is if you click the top right here, you can actually choose between the clothing you own, the accessories you own as well. I can have some cool goggles, and even the skin, the hair type, and the eyes as well that you've unlocked, which makes it so you can completely customize your game and your avatar and actually how you appear to other players. There are also guilds in this game which you can actually use to interact with your teammates. You can see the strongest teammates on the display wall here, which is pretty cool. If you get to a higher rank, you can do battle drills, which is going to be basically world bosses that give you insane rewards. A ton of things you can do, and as you guys know, guilds are very, very important in any other game you play. So you definitely want to make sure you join a guild in this game as well and interact with your members. And there's a ton of things you can do with your guild, and there's also even a guild chat system that you can actually use to talk with your guilds as well, which makes it so that you can actually communicate in the game without having to have another third-party application like some games require. So I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering how the gacha or the summoning system works in this game. So first off, there's only 2 tiers of heroes. You have epic and elites. There's nothing under that. You only have 2 tiers, which is not really common in a lot of games, but the rates are pretty high. You have 1.65% for epics, 20% for elites, which is very, very nice. And the rest is going to be for faction acorns, which can actually be used to actually upgrade your units. So just having 2 tiers of units is very nice because a lot of games have a 3rd tier, and about 99% of those 3rd tier units are pretty crappy. So by having only 2 tiers, you're going to see that a lot of these units are always going to be usable. Now, if we actually look at the epic recruitment banner, which is going to feature a currency that is harder to obtain, you're going to see that the rates are a lot better for epic. So the epic heroes at 5% now, which is almost 5 times as much, and we have the elite heroes at 15%, which makes this very easy to actually get the epic heroes that you want. You actually can also choose which epic heroes you want, so you're not going to get a random hero from a huge pool. You can actually choose between 5 units in that pool, and you'll be guaranteed one of these units, which is very nice. There's also a pity system in the all hero recruitment banner. You're going to see every 10 summons grants you an elite hero here upon 10 recruits. So the pity system is very nice in this game as well. So let's look at the hero recruitment animation here. We'll do 1 epic recruitment because I have one of these tickets, and you're going to see the animation. And hopefully we do get a hero instead of an acorn, but you never know with this game because I did some pulls earlier and I did get an epic hero, so I might not get one now. And it does look like I did get an acorn, which is kind of unfortunate, but you're gonna need a lot of these anyways, and getting heroes is pretty easy in this game because you can eventually get every single hero just by playing the game a lot, which I'll show you in a second. So do some 3 more pulls here just so you can see how the animations look like, and you can see that I did get another acorn here, and hopefully I can do another one. I have 2 more left, I believe, and get something else, another acorn, and let's do the last one here, please. And I did get another acorn. So I did get unlucky here, but hopefully you guys, when you guys start playing, you guys get some better luck. Okay, well, I'm gonna do 10 more. I did spend my diamonds, so here we go. We'll recruit 10. We're guaranteed at least 1 elite hero, so a purple hero here. And you're gonna see when we do a multi-pull of 10, you're gonna see we did get that elite hero and an epic. So we did get that orange glow here. That's an epic. Let's see which one we get. I already have one of them. Hopefully it's not the same one. This is going to be nice. So I heard that this hero is actually pretty good. Granny Donnie. She's a very, very good tank, which matches well with the epic hero I already have because she's a damage dealer. So I'm pretty excited for this. And next we have for the elite hero, we have Niru. It's a pretty cool addition to our team here. Very excited. And as you guys can see, even with just a few pulls here, you can get a lot of heroes very quickly. That's how good the rates are in this game. So I just did the summons here, and let's actually level up the heroes. But if we actually look here, you're going to see the heroes that I pulled for, including Granny Donnie. She's already going to be level 30, and why is that? Usually in games, your units will start at level 1, and you have to level them all the way up. But the thing is, in AFK Journey, your units will actually all be at least the lowest level of your party. So you're going to see that there's 5 basically party units here, and you're going to see that there's 5 slots for these parties, right? And the first slot I have is level 31, and the rest are level 30, meaning that if I actually switch around these slots, you can see that the first slot will retain its level, and no matter what unit I put there, it will switch to level 30, and whatever I swap out will be level 30. So you can actually see that the levels here will be for the slots. Now, the reason why my resonance heroes, or the heroes that I don't have in my main party, are level 30 is because these will scale with the levels of your lowest level in your party. So if my lowest level here was actually level 31, it will actually go up also for the resonant heroes as well. Very simple way to explain how leveling works. I'll talk about it more in depth in a different video, but pretty simple. As you guys can see, as long as you level your 5 main units, your entire resonant hero party pool and your hero pool will actually start leveling as well. And you just want to make sure you actually have your strongest unit in the highest level slot, but you do want to level them pretty evenly. It makes it so that farming your levels on your characters that you just pulled for is super easy because you don't really have to do any farming at all, which I'm a huge fan of. Now for equipment, another very important aspect for any RPG game, you're going to see that it is going to be separated into 6 different groups. We have the support equipment, the mage equipment, the warrior equipment, the tank equipment, the marksman equipment, and the rogue equipment. Now the way equipment works in this game is if we click the support equipment here, you can see that I can just quick equip and put the best gear that I have on my support equipment slot, and the extra equipment I can actually recycle for materials here, which is very, very easy. And the way support equipment works here is that all the support units I own, they will be automatically equipped with this. So you don't need to farm multiple sets, just the best pieces of equipment you have will be on your units. Same thing for the mage equipment, I only have one mage, but if I did own the other ones, they would all automatically be on this set. Same with warriors. And for tanks, with my newly pulled Granny, she's going to be on this equipment already, and if I swap her out with other tanks, or actually use her alongside other tanks, they will be on this gear as well, which makes it super, super nice for gearing. You don't have to farm endlessly for gear for every single unit you pull for. Just make sure that all 6 of these slots are pretty much upgraded to how you need, and your entire roster of team members, and also the units that you don't even have on your main team, will be on this really powerful gear. If you guys are ever lost on what to do, what you can actually do is press this compass on the bottom right here. You're going to see this will unlock the daily quests, weekly quests, growth path, and growth trials. Daily quests, pretty self-explanatory. You want to do everything every day just so you can get these rewards up here. Weekly quests, you have a longer time period to do them because they are weekly. You want to make sure you fill these out as well so you can actually get all these rewards. These diamonds you get here are going to be used for summons. So by doing these weekly quests and daily quests, you're basically getting summons in return. And the growth path is going to be a one-time quest for new players that will give you pretty much quests to do for your account, and as you clear them, you'll get a ton of rewards such as like summon tickets, like epic summon tickets, and also regular summon tickets, and just a ton of diamonds, which are basically more summon tickets, and just other materials and gear that you even need. The growth trials, pretty much the same thing. You just want to do these and get this reward as well for all of these quests. For me, for example, I want to get 13 heroes so I can get that random level 35 weapon. It'll help my account out a lot. Like a lot of games, we also have a daily pass, but these give you a ton of materials very quickly. You can always unlock it with some extra money, which is going to be up to you. Otherwise, the free-to-play one is sufficient enough to actually give you a lot of progression throughout the game. You can also see that there are going to be quests that you need to do for the daily pass to actually progress through it. Now, if you do like to spend money on games, this is a very good game for you because nothing in this game, honestly, is super overpriced. For me personally, I like to spend a little bit. I don't really like to spend too much, so like anything over $10 USD per month is a bit much for me. But if you actually look at this game, there's a lot of value here. It's going to be listed in won because of my region, but basically, the basic 30-day reward pass, which is extremely good value, is only $5 a month. You guys can see it's 3,000% value. And if you do want to spend a little bit more, a lot of things here are going to be not as expensive. There even is like a VIP system in this game for actually people that actually spend a lot. You get more stuff, but this can also be unlocked if you just play through the game as a free-to-play player as well, so you don't have to worry about this too much. Now, of course, this game is very free-to-play friendly. You can get a lot of these heroes without spending money, so don't worry about it too much. It's just for the people that do want to spend. And the reason why I say this game is so free-to-play friendly, guys, is because if we look at the arena store or the adventure store or even the recruitment store, basically the arena store is just by playing the game and playing arena, which is a free-to-play mode, right? You'll get these currencies, arena coins, which you can use to unlock heroes that will rotate. So you can see this restocks every 30 days. Basically, these will rotate out. And if you purchase one of these, you unlock the hero. If you actually buy another one, you will actually ascend the hero. So by playing through the game, you'll be able to unlock pretty much every hero as long as you wait for them to rotate through the store. Same thing for adventure, and same thing for recruitment. Recruitment is going to just be from summoning from the banners. As you do summon on the banners, you'll get a lot of these currencies, and you can use them to actually buy these soul sigils as well, which can be used to unlock those heroes that you want. Now, with the main story, if you ever get stuck, it's fine. There's a ton of things to actually do. I don't actually have all of them unlocked, but you have the Arcane Labyrinth, which is very fun to go through. The Dream Realm, which will give you a ton of loot. Legend Trial, which is extremely hard, but it's going to give you extremely good gear. And the biggest thing, which a lot of people love, is PvP in these games, Arena. So Arena is basically PvP. You have to go through this to get those Arena coins. You get a limited amount of Warriors guarantees every day, which is going to be required to enter the Arena, refreshes every day. You also have those ranks, which will give you weekly rewards, right? It'll give you those Arena coins. So basically, by getting to a higher rank, you'll actually be able to get your heroes faster. As you see, as you progress through, you'll get first time rewards of diamonds, which is very nice, and you'll get higher and higher daily and weekly rewards of these arena coins. So you'll be able to get those units very quickly as long as you place higher and higher as much as you can. Now, there's also going to be a defense team, of course. As you guys can see, my defense team is here, and the best part about this is the maps. So not only do you just have regular units here, you actually have to choose the maps that you can actually unlock more of by getting to higher points. But you can use like a regular plains battlefield here to have a very exposed arena defense. You can have a forest here, which will have walls, which can protect your ranged DPS or damage dealers or units, which is very nice. Or a funnel, so you can have like units funnel into your front line here, which is very nice. So a lot of strategy. Because I have a ranged unit focused team, you're gonna see I have this forest 1. So there's a lot of planning you can do within your defense teams, and just a lot of big brain things you can do with your team compositions, which is the biggest reason why I like this. A lot of arenas in a lot of gacha games, you don't really have this wall formation. It's just 4 units, 5 units, and you just go at it, and it's very easy to counter. But with this wall here, you can actually cheese out a lot of victories and have the enemy have to plan around your positioning a lot more. So yeah, there's a lot of quality of life changes, and this game is still in beta, guys, so there's going to be a lot more coming. But I'm sure you guys are wondering, why is this a idle gacha game? So you guys can actually see, if I click on the bottom left here on the AFK button, there's 2 tabs, AFK Challenge and AFK Rewards. So AFK Challenge, as you progress through and beat harder and harder stages, it'll save your progression there and it will make your AFK rewards increase. If I beat through 10, 11, and 12, my gold per hour, my powder per hour, and my EXP per hour will go up, and my max level will also go up as well for equipment. Now, that will affect your AFK rewards as well, because if you look here, you can see that I'm getting max of level 25 equipment here, which is going to be listed here, max level that I can get. And also I'm getting a staple amount of gold, powder, and EXP as well. And this will store your rewards by not even playing the game, which makes farming super easy, and will make it that you don't have to actually actively farm like a lot of games here. You literally just log off the game you don't want to play, log in when you do want to play, go to your AFK rewards here, press collect, and you get all of these rewards, and it'll start ticking down again. And you can see it ticks down really fast. I can press collect again and it'll give me some more stuff. So very easy way to farm in this game. It is why it is one of the best systems for gacha games. And honestly, I've never had this much fun in an idle gacha game, because there's just open world, there's a lot of exploring, and the graphics look amazing as well, and there's a lot of stuff you can actually do. Hopefully you guys start playing AFK Journey, guys. It is still in beta for a couple more months, but when it does come out, there's going to be a huge launch event. I definitely want to see you guys play. If you guys want to test out the beta is available on the website, which will be linked in the description box down below. Super fun. It won't get wiped, so when the beta does end, you can still play on your account. And definitely a great time to start preparing for the game's official release. Game is super free to play friendly. As you guys can see, from a check-in event, you get a ton of summons, 10 summons every day. As you guys saw, I did get a free epic hero just from doing one multi-summon, and I got one before that as well. So very easy to summon in this game. This is basically giving you a ton of units for free. And at the end of the check-in reward event, you'll actually get a free epic unit who is very good at doing AoE damage. One of the best AoE damage dealers in the game right now. So you definitely want to start participating. Hope you guys do check out AFK Journey, guys. The link is down below, and I'll see you guys next video.